Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast here with Age of Charlemagne, the Danish campaign with me, your host Imperial Dane. We all fought here, continuing our conquest through, well, what remains of England, not part of Denmark, which basically means Scotland and a bit of Northumbria, basically Bamberg, and the area sort of surrounding that, and then of course we're off to Ireland, where we need to give some Irishmen a good thrashing. We've moved our armies northwards here, setting up sort of for the advance. Might be shifting up some of our assassins here to get a clear idea of what might lay down the road. Got nothing further here to do, so let's end the turn, shall we? Get on with it. Franks are sort of hanging about there. We got the Avars, Asturias, and so on, sort of passing in their turns. I'm slightly worried about the old cloak there.
Our struggle will end badly and with little honor for anyone. My elders, such as
you're going to die anyways. You're not really strong, so I'm not particularly worried. And the offer money is not exactly much good there. Bit of up there. Anything you can do to sort of make things a bit more interesting for him. Could use that one, I guess. And I don't know. This one, the cavalry one, is pretty much useless for all intents and purposes.
My skills are yours.
Should probably move up a priest there to a priestess to help with that. Again, I'm slightly worried about the sort of navy sort of disbark there, but the waiting in the seas. Could try and track here, but I suppose if necessary I'll have to sort of rush back, but more likely they'll try and react to my movements here around Bamberg and of course Scone and Dumbarton.
destination reached.
Scotland never change. Anyways, besides such childish humour, we will continue up here. The rest of Old Clut here seems pretty weakly defended. It's basically only the King's men here, the servants of the Lord. Again, Westphalia is not really necessary here. Simply pick up some siege towers. Need to break down the gates to Bamberg. Lichfield's largely alrightish, I guess. Mathraful looking reasonably as well. Can of course here upgrade for extra resources, extra money, and also extra sanitation. Following up here with a mine, the iron kind, so to get more resources that way. I'm actually getting a lot of resources right now, and that's basically just again for all the work I've done here in Mathraful, Lichfield, well, Mercia, and of course what we got of Northumbria for the time being anyways. He can sort of become a bit better. Let you a bit there, and there we go. And then we got Magnus, the good looking and also untrustworthy. And done. Ending the turn. Now how shall Al-Clut react to the Danish threat as it bangs its axe against the doors? We've certainly come a long way sort of financially since the beginning, where I usually might get like 1,000 per turn. I'm already up to 4,000. Hopefully we can sort of push it out a bit further. Al-Clut seems to be pulling back to its actual dominion rather than trying to pull an attack towards me. Probably realising if we were to do that, there'd still be armies going towards its country, and I could react to that with a byword for cruelty. Your pain, your despair are like honeyed wine to me. Charming fellow. Not really much of a threat here, so I might as well just kick in the nuts and the door and then stab them in the throat. And secure what we need here of Northumbria, which should also help keep the region a bit more safe. Dismantling that. Blacksmith, not very much of use there. Be fixed up as well. Got the priest here, priestess. That should help York a bit more, though they'll be another rebellion, in which case I think we'll leave Magnus here, the most charming Magnus, to deal with that.
We cannot.
I suppose I could use the blacksmith while I have it God damn it. I have it. Sorry about that, steam only kicks in if you sort of hold down shift because, well, I don't know. Oh, yeah, they have been slightly improved. They will mostly affect the ones with the actual bit of armour. You always one thing I found a bit weird about the armour system here, you know, it's just so minuscule, you might as well not do it half the time. Of course, you end up doing it still because there's this part of you that wants to, but I mean, in that sense, I still think the Medieval 2 system was over the better one. I mean, you had an actual effect there, visually, and I suppose also a bit mechanically, but at least, you know, even if it wasn't, you felt like you get something. Here you just, you know, get 5% maybe on something, and it looks still the same. I mean, you know, the Levy Freemen are still going to be walking around there in their shirts, even, you know, that's apparently a bit improved armour. Yes, Knut, this is a studded shirt. What's it been studded with? I don't know, actually. It's just, it says so, right there, after made in China. Oh wait, gonna hang about there a bit. I suppose I could also upgrade them for a bit of extra punch. Nah, they're barely armoured anyways. And they're obviously not the King's Men anyways, so we're going to be doing all the actual work.
I am a priestess.
For the most part. Ooh, this one's pretty good. Bit of extra religion being spread there. To the savage Welshman. So savage. And rude. And Welsh. I'll probably need to upgrade a bit here further. Turn ends, alt clute so far. Probably shaking in their alt pants. No. Apparently can't just decide what to do. Alright, the Irish seems to be joining in here. Apparently we turned the situation around just barely here in Northumbria. Just barely. Long haul going up there.
For the tribe.
The king marches on Scone.
None will escape.
Heroically marches on Scone. Very heroically. Can't still build that one. We could build a mint though to, well, further out the cash income, I guess. Mo money is, well, mo good. Yes. And again will affect the regions down here. That's mostly they're going to just be Mercia, but that's going to be one of our main provinces for large sums of money, so that works out. I think I'll keep them about there for longer. What the other one can do, I'd like another Hall of Stories again. Bit of culture, bit of research, overall good.
Thirsty for battle.
Keeping the armies here in case they sort of push through there. I can sort of quickly move up from Strahan's Hall with Mjolnir's Retribution to defend Chester and Diganvi, or at least attempt to. If we sort of strike from here, we got the men in Bambara, the Heralds of Ragnarok, ready to herald their Ragnarok. So of course have to see where the Scots and the Irish decide to land here, where they decide to land their blows against their Danish masters, or future Danish masters anyways. Obviously we're not quite there, we sort of control all it. Oh, going for the gun round, yep. Pricks, yeah, that's too much of a force for that to deal with. Or is it? They got swordsmen, armored swordsmen, javelin men, cavalry, spearmen. If the garrison was a bit larger, I might figure I could pull it off, but I'm not too confident with that. I'll have to pull in from Strahan's Hall to deal with that. Should be a bit more manageable anyways. In Northumbria. Ah, they stole it. Looks like the Irishman's got plans here for expansion. And Westphalia is gone. Oh. Bollocks. Looks like they're part of the Duchy of Frisia now. That's a bit worrisome. And they've taken my lead. Bastards. Well, your time to shine. Get in there and kick some ass. Emo making progress there. King's Court secured. Do we actually need that for anything? Oh, it's pagan rituals now, I guess. You go for battle experience, more Imperium points, better axemen though. I suppose more slightly improved axemen would be better. Judicial power, less corruption. Go for this one. Spearmen, forges, hard to say here. Could also try and play straight for this one. Get me some housecarls, the champion's hall. Yeah. Bigger axes, more axes, that's what we need. Again, not much of a battle here. At least a rather one-sided battle, which isn't really worth the effort, I'd argue.
Ready for orders.
There we go. Taking that down. There.
Aye.
The alt Klut King's army there seems to be absolutely not moving on its own. Seems rather reluctant, in fact, to do anything. In a slightly interesting development.
My skills are yours.
Only slightly, though. Only slightly.
For the tribe.
Well, soon Dumbarton shall be secured. Word here that the army of Munster might try and move towards Chester, which is about as well defended as the other one, but then they've taken some damage. So I suppose there's a small chance they might be a bit more worn out and not quite as impressive. Further down here, things looking decent, I guess you could call it. But I lost the lead, so that could quickly cause some problems since I lack sanitation in that area. Guess I could throw in some more ammunition for them. Ending the turn. I'm guessing the AI basically sort of went bonkers with the king there. That's the only reason I can sort of explain he's just sitting about there while his entire kingdom is taken. But my king, what shall we do? We shall sit here and wait. Hopefully the Danes will ignore us. I have no intention of fighting them.
For the tribe.
And now we strike at Dumbarton. Apparently the other king died. Or decided to move. Hard to say either way. That's it really.
Ready for orders.
Now Dumbarton belongs to us. Oh, that's quite a trip there from the
Ready for battle.
king, aka Admiral. Another barracks. Setting up the sacred ground. And I guess watermill
For the
indeed.
tribe.
There we go, dread as well. Ha ha ha. Fear the Danes.
Warriors all.
Mortals.
None will escape.
Fear them.
Lay siege to their
There we
hovels.
go. Alright, they looks like they pulled in some gay sounds. Now we got a bit more of a fight here on our hands. Bit more of a fight. Let's do this. Our new armoured archers. The devastation of the north. I believe it's more appropriate for the Danes, I guess, but you know, bloody Irish. And they got no archers, they only got javelin men. There we go. Nice and dry. We have our armoured archers, there we go. Looking nice and armoured there. Less to worry about there from the naughty watchtowers. Oops. And done. Let us advance.
My own, that's sick. By the gods, wrath, fill your hearts with courage and storm these walls.
Storm these walls.
But when we prevail, this will be a great victory.
They will bleed for us. Warriors, move out. Moving.
We should set them up for another flank here, since, you know, attacking for sort of points opposite tends to work here in these small villages. They're obviously the first ones we light the entire place on fire. Do not worry, we are here to liberate you with fire.
We'll kill them all.
The only way to liberate. Well, the only true way to liberate. One of the true ways to liberate. Burning stuff down. There we go. That's been lit on fire. Yes, it ought to. Oh dear, they have their mercenary Fianna there, aren't they? Nope, they're pulling them back. Instead, we got the horsemen moving out there. Got the swordsmen running about there. Clearly, they aren't sure how to deal with this new armoured threat from the kingdom of the Dingdom of Kenmark. The Dingdom.
The enemy tower.
Behold, it is the mighty Ding of the Dingdom of Kenmark. Okay, almost got that knocked out of the sky.
Take aim.
Oh dear, they're actually moving out there. Quickly! Counterattack! Strike them down! Dare the attack! Me! Meanwhile, you'll move over there.
Their tower has been destroyed. This bodes well.
Spearmen charging forwards. They haven't really got a lot of the sort of bigger stuff there, so I think spearmen will suffice. Oh dear. Took quite a bit out of the archers there.
Warriors ready.
That's most unfortunate. Meanwhile, though, the place is catching on fire.
Warriors
As it should.
eager for blood. Freemen. Battle ready and eager. Moving.
Right, they're pulling back. We send in some more troops.
Fighters ready. Let's go.
Another fighting here. Spearmen versus spearmen and javelinmen. Someone had their face just stabbed off. That's how you do it in Denmark. Now they're swilling about needing axes. We do it with spears. But we also do it with axes. We can do it with other tools as well. The Danish are a versatile people.
Our spears are yours. Spears ready. The
Settlement is on fire.
That was rather than intentional.
Freemen. We'll kill them all. Warriors eager for blood. Battle ready and eager.
Sending in more troops here while they're bogging down at one part.
Fearless warriors. Forward. Warriors, move out.
We shall breach several other places. Trying to breach through there, cheeky fellows. Already suffering numerous morale and combat penalties. Garrison commander is there, the actual general is there.
The enemy refuses to admit defeat. Their unit has rallied.
Already in good progress, I would say. We already burned down 9% of the village.
We hunger for blood and
Another great part of the Danes, statistics. You can accurately assess how much of the village is burned down for some reason.
we hunger for blood and battle. March.
Go. See it there, they can find to the sides of the troops there. While the final push goes in through here. That should pretty much leave the I was completely overextended at this point. In part, of course, they let themselves be bogged down here by a lot of the cheaper troops, the Freemen. There we go, getting fired into from a pretty safe spot, so I won't hit so many of my own troops, though. If it does happen, you know, we've got numbers, they don't. Nice bit of fireworks there. And of course also just bad for their morale as well. It also seems to affect their arms, so maybe we should shift over to something less hazardous. Oh wait, the spearmen have been broken down, the axeman is pouring through. So now we got the Heermen also attacking here. Cavalry reacting. You got their own swordsmen, I fear. Nope, they're not lasting long either. They don't have long for this world. Some of the spearmen have taken heavy damage, but so are theirs, and obviously the gentlemen aren't looking much better either. There we go, further burning, barricade is down. Cavalry breaking. Where's the general gone off to? Oh, he's hiding down by the beach, hoping for someone to rescue him, maybe. Someone broke. Oh, obviously, they broke. Time to click those axemen there. Gaze hands broken, cavalry broken, swordsman breaking. And the process off, there we go, men getting gotcha, and there we go, complete collapse. Actually, over here, so we'll be sending in the swords. The axiom will continue. Route here for the army of Munster. That way.
Enemy units have been rallied. Our men are rallying. They're not done yet. The enemy are losing ground.
Yep, push into the rears. Skirmishers slaughtered like cattle. And right now they got most of the infantry troops here caught between two sides. Their mercenary Fianna not really able to do much in the end here. And of course, as they're caught here sandwiched between two very nasty Danish forces, they're also getting gutted. Oh dear, there's the never mind. King's Fianna having the best of days over here. Falling down from the horses, or the horses falling down on them. Either way, they're dying. Right here, the mercenary Fianna, the end, only what's lasting here. The rest have pretty much broken. No, the King's Fianna completely broke before the rest. And with that, I think we can safely say we won this. A decisive victory against the armies of Munster, who once more were taught severe Danish lessons. Go, once more part of the Danish Dominion. Need to get all that back in action. Now, of course, also going to use that. I guess I could try and make peace with them. I mean, now there's just no reason for them. I don't want to have to worry about it.
Are you brave or fool?
No. No, they just don't want to. They're just like, you know, we're just going to stick out here and die at sea. Look how you feel about that. And then they're just not sure what to do beyond that, I guess. Guess gotta keep them there for a bit longer. But we can get up the Hall of Stories there as well. Also interesting to note, the Danes don't have any access to any of the buildings that lower corruption, it would seem.
The goddess blesses you.
Yeah, they pretty
How
much
can
have
I
to
help?
rely on their priestesses and perhaps some
Well-
spies that like to deal with that, or they just, you know, have to keep pillaging and raiding. I don't know. Looks like there's movement. Might be they're planning to take back Dumbarton. Meanwhile, the king gets away there. Not entirely sure why he decided to go out on a boat anyways. Dumbarton. Absolutely amazing name. The name of names, Dumbarton. I could say that all day. Dumbarton. Anyways, enough about that. We'll upgrade that one to Mineral Spring. Bit more fancy.
For the tribe!
Can't still move that one. Still reliant on the military presence. Could of course upgrade here. Do we have the food for it? Yes indeed. We'll also fulfill one of those requirements. I'm looking in Imperium by the way. We still got some to go. Oh wait, no we don't. We're actually very closely to it. But I've managed to at least complete some of them, I guess. Next goal here is basically... Oh, alright, that
I can still serve the
that seems very Christian, but also Scottish. The Het Severus. They got their own sword bands there with some more square shields, spearmen, axemen. Looks a lot less
destroyer of men.
levy based, really.
I will be remembered.
Also gaze hounds. Waiting a bit for stuff to happen. But yeah, we should have this soon done. There we go. Hit the next one. Got a bunch of money. Had hoped to gain more and some more bonuses, but we'll take what we can get. We need 2 trade cities apparently. Land grants. 3 sacred shrines, wrestling arenas, and Utrecht. Well, I guess that means we have to go to war with Charlemagne, but obviously not right away. Down the road. Need to repair Winchester, obviously. So, a bit more there would be good, I think. Kerwent. Need to get that one back in action as well. So we can cover the iron mine and then further upgrade that one and then fully upgrade the iron mine as well. I'm guessing they'll be trying to take Dumbarton back, so we'll keep our king there. Instead we shall leave the job here to the Heralds of Ragnarok. Instead, I wonder if I can hire any mercenaries here from Scotland. You do have one particular unique one I'd rather like. Yes! Yes! Pictish crossbowmen. Splendid. The only crossbowmen, by the way, in Age of Charlemagne. As for why, well, apparently from what I could read up on it, it's basically coming down to the fact that, you know, there's a large period, a few hundred years, I think it's up to the 9th century, I can't remember when it began, where sources besides, you know, a few up in Scotland basically don't mention the crossbow at all. It's like, you know, everybody else decides to start talking about crossbows for a few hundred years. As I'm sure you can guess, that's a bit weird. Get a bit more of that one. Trickier part is I'm going to need some food, so I guess I'll pop that one down. Not sure I've built it, so you can get some food up for our city here. I mean, again, we want to turn this into a bit of a money province as well, I guess. And with this, we can actually cover up for any sort of, well, squalor that appears from the trade wharf, which again should help with the money. Lots of money. I suppose I should also get upgraded. Requires trade goods, trade hub, and great market town. Oh, we got a bit of money to go on, so that's good. Next
Ready
turn we should
for
strike at
orders.
them using some of their own mercenaries. Later on I'll hand over the mercenary Pictish crossbowmen to the
Ready
king's
for
army. Looking good there, looking good. Just, well, with that getting upgraded, we should be able to upgrade that one as well to provide more resources as well. Unassigned skill, lovely. Ooh, cheaper construction, that is good. Less good is the fact he's blind. Not a very effective governor in some senses. We got a statesman here, Gudfred. Gudfred. He seems actually pretty well suited for Wales, actually. So let's pop him in there. That way I can gain more from all the mining I've got going here, which is good. Then let us end and carry on. No, they decide not to go there. They decided it's a silly place anyways, I guess. Looks like they tried to strike elsewhere, particularly after the king's beginning to look pretty dead there in his little navy. Perhaps realising the sailor's life was not quite for him. I suppose I could also train that one into, you know, a fishing harbour, but I'd rather prefer get more money from this because trade is pretty much the only way to get anything out here of the Jutland. So we need as much trade as humanly possible. I suppose I could later, once I get some more food going from this, though that's not actually going to be enough, so never mind. Fist fighters, wrestling arena.
Thirsty for battle.
Should be alright, ready to go. We'll keep harassing.
I'll pick off a couple of weak ones.
Oh, that didn't work out this time. Well, Scone looking decent there. Need to deal with some Scottish rebels there.
Starting out.
Can't have any William Wallaces running about there. Braveheart would have been a lot shorter had I been around. That's for sure.
Getting on our way. I want hourly patrols.
Bamborough is also beginning to look a bit better. We'll upgrade here. More resources from the copper mine of Northumbria. Yeah, looks like they're trying it. The cheeky bastards. And so is Munster. Right now, no Duchy of Frisia's gone. Crikey, Charlemagne's really at it. This is getting a bit worrying, to put it mildly. A bit worrying.
Ready for battle.
Alright. First harass a bit more since I can't do it once, you know, I begin besieging.
Oh. Fear my name. Besieging settlement. Laying siege to their hovels.
There we go. Lots of siege towers.
Settlement.
Ooh, I can do military training, that's pretty handy, but I could also have him sort of just make a miss of the local public order. There's a few options there, but I rather like, you know, just being able to train up troops better. I could use that sort of both boost the king's army, but I'm starting to worry I might have to sort of prepare for an army here as well soon, since I'm guessing Charlemagne might soon try to push from north at Bingia. Wonder if they'll trade with me now. Oh, finally!
There's food enough for 2 armies awaiting
I
us
got
when we
enough
have
for you to
talk.
trade, or... Let's see... Get pound it, you want... There you go. let's try with 800. There we go. Finally. I'm definitely starting to think I might have to build up here, so setting up that one. Just in case, and we need here city or trade city before we can sort of upgrade that one for more commerce.
Warriors all.
And get there. Get some better troops up.
Ready
Guess I
for
can soon
orders.
abandon Dumbarton. Well, not abandon, but just leave it. Strandshold beginning to look pretty decent as well. That is also good. Overall looking pretty well. Pretty well. But Charlemagne is beginning to knock a bit much on the door there, so I'll have to get ready. And that definitely means upgrading here to a warrior's hall there as well, while getting this a bit more prepared. All off. Alright, doing that, and as well, I guess. Ooh, that one's going to be pretty useful for him. He's going to set up armies there as well, in preparation for Charlemagne doing anything silly and naughty. Yeah, they're going straight for Chester, but that's just a smaller setback. That way we can pretty much catch the remaining army with our army, knock them out of the war. And at the same time take over in the next turn as well the Scottish capital, well, the Pictish capital there, which pretty much means we can basically take all of England next turn. And then we just have to take Ireland, though it looks like I'll have to lose a bit again before I can sort of deal with these guys with their mercenary kerns. Bloody Irishmen. There we go. Jutland's getting ready, though it's getting a bit unruly, it seems. Apparently there's been some issues there with religion. Christianity's getting a bit too cocky, it would seem. How rude. How very rude. Damn Christians. What are they doing here? I guess I'll have to set up a religious site as well there. Troublemakers, all of them. But I think we shall stop here and wait for next week's episode. Well, not next week. I'm basically going to be waiting like another week, a couple of days before I pick it up. So, for example, this is 23rd, so the next one will be in the 27th. Just sort of we've got a bit evenly spaced out here during the holiday period. Of course, we'll be fully back there on the 31st. So, a little heads up there. But anyways, look forward here to the 27th, where the Picts and the Altkluts will go down, and all of England shall be Danish. Ha 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 ha! Ah ha 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 ha! Look forward to that. Look forward to that. So, see you all then. This is Imperial Dane. Thank you all for joining in. If you enjoyed it, subscribe, like it, share it with as many human people as possible. So, bye and cheers.